Okay, let's look at this question here. Given the equation of a circle is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared, we were asked to identify the center and the radius. So this is, in a nutshell, is asking you just simply to complete the square. So we're going to get our x values together first. So let's put 2x squared and 16x together. And then we'll do the same thing with the y squareds. And the constant, we always move to the other side, so we subtract 50 from both sides. So from here, we have 2 and 16 to complete the square. Well, actually, why don't we do this? Since all of these are divisible by 2, let's just divide the whole thing by 2. So this gives me x squared plus 8x plus y squared minus 10y equals negative 25. And so when we complete the square, you take this value here, you divide by 2 and square it. So this becomes plus 8 over 2 squared. We're going to do the same thing with the y. Divide by 2. Sorry. Take this value and divide by 2 and square, so we get 10 divided by 2 squared. And what's important here, I'm running out of space here, but what's important here is that what you do to one side, you have to do to the other to balance the equation. So, like so. And what does this give me? This gives me x squared plus 8x plus 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 squared is 16 plus y squared minus 10y plus 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5 squared is 25 equals negative 25 plus 16 plus 25. And the whole point of completing the square is this value here becomes x plus 4 squared, and that comes from the fact of it's just this value divided by 2, and the same thing over here. This becomes y minus 5 squared. And the negative 25 and the positive 25 cancel out, so it's just 16. So this is now in the format that we saw in the beginning. So HK is my center. So we now know the center is negative 4, 5. Note that the sign values change. So if it's positive, it's now negative, and if it's negative, it's now positive. And the radius is 4. This represents r squared, so square root of 16 is 4. And there you have it. So again, just to reiterate, completing the square is you take this value, you divide by 2 and square it. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other. And completing the square only works when the leading coefficient is 1. Hopefully that makes sense. See you in the next video.